ideas to improve your home now, potential for you to move up. It's all here on the Beautiful Homes Network.
When I grew up as a young boy in Utah, the west side of Utah Lake in Utah County was nothing but sagebrush and some barren hills and just this big lake. No one was building homes over here, but look at that incredible view. There's very few places in the entire United States that you get such a big lake with all of these incredible mountains surrounding the lake. And this is the best view. It's a better view here than it is on the other side of the lake where we've been developing homes for 150 years. In the last several years now, the west side has become one of the most popular places to buy a home because there's not very many places in Utah, a desert state, to have lakeside property. In this beautiful community in Saratoga Springs, you have homes built right on the lake with beautiful views of the lake and in the background, Mount Timpanogos in all its glory. And this is the community where I have this new home that we just finished that we're going to tell you the story about how we helped a family get out of a rough situation they were in and came in and remodeled this home and made it perfect for a new owner. Hi, this is Mike again with Home Selling Solutions, and I am in a home that we just finished doing a rehab project on, and I want to tell you a little bit about the story about how we were able to help the family in this home. The home's only a 4-year-old home sitting on the banks of Utah Lake in Utah, one of the few places where you could have a lakeside community in Utah. And so very popular area. And 4 years ago, the family bought this home. And they were excited, brand new home. They had it built, mom and dad, 6 kids. It's a big home. It's nearly 4,000 square feet. And so it's a good size home, and it sits here in this beautiful community. You can look out from the front of the home and you look out over the lake. The back of the home, you see some of the mountains. And so just a really nice setting. And as a family, they were super excited to get into this new home. It's just a couple-minute walk down the street to get to this beautiful lakeside park with a pavilion that you can come down with your family, even if you have extended family over, to do a little picnic in the park right on the banks of the lake. You can go fishing in the lake. There's all sorts of things you can do, and it's just beautiful and peaceful here at the edge of the lake, and enjoy this beautiful setting. Well, the problem that happened is shortly after they moved in, Mom got real sick, and within the first year and a half they were in the home, she passed away, unfortunately. This kind of set the family in a bit of a tailspin. I think with some depression and things like that, Dad just didn't know what to do, and the home got out of control. He did remarry. By that time, things were already kind of in rough shape, and his new wife was struggling, trying to figure out how to get things organized and things like that, and so it just never happened. They had pets who had torn up the new only 4-year-old carpet that was in the home. There was just piles of stuff that no one was taking out. And now relationships with the neighbors kind of deteriorated. I spoke with the neighbors, and when they first moved in, they all got along, they did things together. But after the death of his wife, probably a lot because of depression, but his attitude changed. And so now the relationships with neighbors was not as good. When they contacted me, they were interested in just getting out of Utah. They wanted a fresh start. They'd built up a lot of debt with medical bills. They had put solar panels on the house that now had this big lien on it. And they had taken some loans out to do some backyard work. So they were heavy in debt. And all of this was just weighing on them. And they were trying to figure out, how do we get out of this situation? And so I was able to sit down with them, and we were able to figure out a price that would work for them to get all of their debts paid off and get them a new start. Now, they wanted to move to Texas. Well, because of the situation with the loans and stuff, and they hadn't been paid for a while, and so the credit was bad. And I was able to coordinate with their agent that they had found down in Texas and help so that they would know to help this family get a seller finance purchase, because they weren't going to be able to qualify with a regular bank loan because their credit wasn't good. But with seller financing, they were able to find a home, and we were able to close on this home. And then we coordinated with them too, because there was just so much stuff. And we worked with them on timing to help them get out. Now, they weren't going to take everything along with them. And so as you look around here, as you look around this home, and we've got it all staged and set up and pretty now, but there were dings in the wall. There was a part behind the sofa there was actually a hole in the wall that had been punched in. The carpets were just really horrible, and we had to tear all that out. Things were just piled everywhere. The master bedroom was just so many things just loaded up that you could barely walk around. And it's a massive bedroom, as you can see. There's so much space in here. They went through, and part of the deal was they could take what they wanted and leave the rest, and we would take care of it. There was an old chest freezer that was broken down. There were things like that that needed work. A couple of the drawers needed repair and things like that. We said, don't worry about it. We'll take care of it. Part of the issue too was they weren't going to be able to get this home ready to put on the market. And the mother, the new mom, the new wife, she had a lot of anxiety about showing the home. And so we just worked it out with them. We said, here's the deal. We'll do this offer. I've got to bring contractors through one day. The 2 hours that I'm having contractors come through and look at what needs to be done on the home, I will send the family to movies and lunch. And so we sent them away for a couple hours. They weren't even here when anyone showed up. They were out of the house, and that helped with mom's anxiety. Well, so moving day came. They were able to get out. And when we came and took over the properties, it took us 4 giant dumpsters just to clean out all their stuff. The garage was about 4 feet deep in stuff. I would say garbage, but it wasn't all garbage. I mean, some stuff they just had left behind. They just couldn't deal with it. That was after taking a few loads to storage units and things like that. But what was great is we were able to help this family in a situation. They wanted to move. They needed to get out of Utah. They just wanted a fresh start. We were able to help them get out from under all of this debt that they have, so that now when they got into their new home, the only debt that they had was this new seller financing loan that they had on that home. We were able to help mom avoid the anxiety of having people coming through the home and having to worry about it looking good all the time. And they didn't have to worry about getting it cleaned up or doing all the repairs. And we were able to come in their time of need, and when these loans were actually going to start going into a situation where they were going to have lenders come after them, and we were able to help them out, get on their way. They're happy in Texas now where they've moved to, and they're starting their life new with their new family. And so this home is a good-sized home. It's nearly 4,000 square feet. It's only 4 years old, and so it's really in nice shape. Upstairs, you have 3 bedrooms with a massive master suite with a big master bathroom, a giant walk-in closet, and then you have 2 other bedrooms and a separate office also. So you really have 4 rooms. The office could be used as a bedroom if you brought a wardrobe in or something like that. But then you have this big unfinished basement also that you could put another 2 to 3 bedrooms. It's plumbed for another bathroom and a huge family room. But also we have solar panels on this house to cut down on the electrical bills. It has the tankless water heater, which is very popular now, so you never run out of hot water. And all of these things are new. The homes in this area, the new ones, are selling starting at $750,000. We're $100,000 less than that, but you're getting everything you get in those homes. But we put 3-tone paint, which you have to pay as an upgrade on those other homes. We've put an upgraded carpet in here, and we've done some things in here to really make it nice and make it a wonderful home. The neighbors are happy with what we've done because this home was kind of becoming an eyesore in the neighborhood because of the way the family was not taking care of it. And so the neighbors are happy because we've brought it back up to the standard of the rest of the neighborhood. And the HOA is very happy with what we've done. And now it's a home that the next person can come in and really enjoy this lovely home. As you see it, nice big kitchen open to this family room with an island and stainless steel appliances, refrigerator stays, which doesn't always happen, and a 3-car garage also. So if you're in a situation where maybe you've got a family member and you've got to sell their house and they've just left it kind of a wreck, maybe there's just too much work that needs to be done or just too much stuff that they've acquired, like a hoarder home or something like that, we can help out. Maybe you're just upside down in all of this debt and you're just trying to find a way out. We can help out. And that's what we try to do, is offer you another solution out there to help with the issues that you might be facing in home selling.
This is the Beautiful Homes Network. More beautiful homes coming up.
I remember the argument. I don't have a story to tell, Dad said. 88 years old and I've done nothing special. I begged, he balked, I bribed. He finally relented. He told me about living through the Depression, the war, the few hearts he'd broken along the way, and how he chased Mom to China to get her to marry him. I found out that he went to jail for a friend. Who does that? And that the hardest times of his life were when Mom lost the twins, the day I wrecked the car, and of course Mom's cancer. He told me the night Mom died, he stared long and hard at a bottle of pills, wanting to, well, but instead he curled up and cried at the foot of my bed. I was 12. I had no idea. I buried Dad today. The flag they placed in my arms at his graveside and the book of his memories are suddenly the most precious things I own.
Your life is a great library of stories. It would be an honor for us at FamilyHeritagePublishers.com to help you preserve them. Learn more at FamilyHeritagePublishers.com.
Mike Vielstich is a master at turnarounds, taking a home that's an eyesore, an embarrassment in a neighborhood, and transforming it into the finest home in every detail. He has carefully picked the best contractors who consistently do the highest quality work. For roofing, Mike chooses Juan and his company, Full Force Roofing. Juan and his crew are meticulous in constructing the highest quality roofing for your new or existing home. Just ask his customers. Mike Vielstich keeps calling Juan and Full Force Roofing, and you should too.
Hey, I am here with my friend Randy Barker from Western Wholesale Flooring. Now, Randy, you and I have known each other for 20, 25 years now, as long as I've been doing remodeling houses. And Randy's always been really great as far as keeping me up on what are the popular styles so that when I have a house that I'm rehabbing and getting it back on the market, we've got what people are going to be interested in. And you've walked me through this, helped me with colors.
At Western Wholesale Flooring, we have been in business over 40 plus years, located downtown Salt Lake, just south of 823 South Main. All these textures that we put in your house, Mike. We have runners for stairs. We have pattern carpets, game room carpet.
And I said, Randy, here's what we're doing. He says, I think I've got one. I'll send you a couple pictures. And I liked it, what he sent. And I came out when it was all laid and it was perfect. And so Randy has a great eye for this. He knows what he's doing. And he's just going to take really good care of you as you come into Western Wholesale Flooring to get all of your flooring needs.
For painting, Mike trusts Carlos and his company, Platinum Painters, LLC. There are solid reasons why Mike calls Carlos to repaint existing homes that he's renovating. Carlos ensures that the workmanship of his crew is top quality and completed on time. Quality and timeliness translate into success in Mike's business. That's why you can trust Carlos and his company, Platinum Painters, LLC.
Hi, this is Mike Vielstich with Home Selling Solutions Utah, and I'm here in this house that we've been rehabbing here in Mill Creek, Utah, and we're just putting the finishing touches on it, getting it ready to sell, so I thought I'd give you a little tour of the house. But first, let me tell you a little bit about how we got this house. We bought this from a couple who had to move to Elko, Nevada, and they had done a lot of do-it-yourself projects on the house, and they were worried that they might have some issues with an inspection with a regular buyer. And so they reached out to a cash buyer, and we ended up buying this home, gave them a good price for the home, and we went to work.
Hey, it's Mike again, just coming back to this house in Mill Creek. See, it doesn't take too long, sheetrock's up, you look around, and man, now it starts looking like a house. And this is when I start getting really excited about these houses. We've got, here over this fireplace, we've got a cast concrete mantle. It's just really square. But you look around, we're just finishing texturing the walls in here. About another day or two of that, and have that all done. The doors are getting in on the house, and so the next thing is we'll be starting to put tile down this next week.
And indeed, there were a lot of issues with this house. There were a lot of things that they did with electrical, with plumbing and things like that just would not pass code. And so bottom line is, we ended up rewiring and replumbing the entire house. And so that's all new in this house. Well, some of the things that we really liked about this house, first of all, the location. It sits at the end
of a beautiful little cul-de-sac in Mill Creek. And so first of all, that gives us a real quiet neighborhood to be in. And second of all, this great big yard that we've got. The yard is we're still finishing, but you can see the area there, the big circular area. There used to be an above ground pool that was just dilapidated. We took that out. That's going to be a little fire ring area that a lot of people like now. The deck will get a new paint job. But look at behind this oversized garage. That garage will fit 2 full-size pickup trucks and still have a workshop inside. So it's a great garage. And behind that, look at that big garden space that you've got back there to plant. I mean, you could sustain your family from the food you could grow in that. The other thing that's really nice about this house, it's a great feature, is we actually have canal water rights to this home. And so this makes it very affordable, because typically in Mill Creek, it's about $300 to $400 during the summer to water your lawns and keep them green. And during the drought, they didn't even want you using that much. And so a lot of the yards were going yellow. But the canal rights, we have rights to that. And so for $125 for the entire year, you can water the lawn as much as you want. And so we went ahead and hooked a pump up with our sprinkler company so that your sprinklers come on automatically using that pump. And so for $125 a year, you'll have the greenest yard in the whole neighborhood. You notice this nice deck that we put out. In the front of the house, we've changed quite a bit. You'll see what we did to this home. And we come into the living room first. Now you have a 12-foot opening into the kitchen, and you have a nice open look with a beautiful new railing that we had custom done for this house going, and so it just gives you more space into the home. You have a great formal dining room area and a nice formal living room with a new fireplace that we put in. The fireplace was there, but we wanted to go get a really modern on this house. It really gives it a really neat look. We tore everything out of the kitchen. There's nothing original in this kitchen, and we completely laid it out different, including this large 7-foot by 4-foot island in the middle with black quartz and a dark charcoal gray paint on the island. We did the white cabinets and a lighter gray quartz for the countertops in the kitchen. So it looks very, very nice. All of these cabinets are custom done. These are not boxes from Home Depot or anything like that. These are all custom done. We decided to take that family room and turn it into the master bedroom. And then the bedroom just off of that used to be a bedroom, we closed off another entrance to going into the other hallway. And now it is the master bathroom with a jetted tub, walk-in closet, dual vanity. And we're really excited about this. So upstairs, we also have another full bathroom and another bedroom. Very comfortable, very nice size. We redid all of that, all new fixture, all new tub, everything like that in the bathroom. And so that's all new. Let's go downstairs then. Those stairs are lit up with LED lighting. And these are on a motion sensor. So if your kids are in the bedrooms downstairs and they wake up in the middle of the night and they want to come upstairs and the lights are off, those stairs will light up, so you don't have to worry about your kids falling down the stairs or tripping up the stairs because they can't see. This is just a great feature, and I love the way it looks. It really sets off the stairs very, very nicely and shows off very well. We have 2 bedrooms here that we've put in full-size egress windows and did a really nice trim on the window well. We also then put in this nice family room down here, very comfortable space that we have down here. And then just a couple extra features that we put in is we did put in a tankless water heater, which everybody loves now, and brand new air conditioning that was put on. It used to have a swamp cooler, and so that's all new. Now, one of the features that I put in all of my homes, and I just love this, is I turn these into smart homes. So I mentioned the sprinkler system, and that's all on a smart timer that you can control from your phone. And the other thing that's really nice about that system is it monitors the weather, and so if it's going to be a rainy day, it won't turn on. It automatically monitors that. And so that's one thing, but I love what it does with the lighting too. So I'm gonna show you here. I just come in here and I have it set up right now so that I can go in, push a button for the system. And right now I can turn off all the lights, turn them back on. I can turn each light on individually. And the other thing is for security. For example, if you're going out of town for a couple weeks or a couple days, you can program it so that lights go on and off throughout the house through the evening, and so it looks like somebody's home. The exterior lights, the porch lights, they all come on automatically at sunset and turn off automatically at sunrise. You don't even have to think about that. But these are very, very convenient, great for security, and that's one of the wonderful features that I love to put, like I said, in all my homes. We've added all of the modern conveniences, all of the modern touches that a person would like, and made it really the showplace of the neighborhood. As we've been working the last couple weeks and finishing up, we've literally had every one of the neighbors come over asking for a tour, and they're bringing their friends, and they're getting excited about it. And they're saying, oh man, this is such a difference from what it was. And that's what we like to do. We like to come into a neighborhood, take the home that might have been the eyesore of the neighborhood, which this one was according to the neighbors, and turn it into now what we think is the nicest home in the neighborhood. So hope you enjoyed this tour, and look forward to seeing you on the next show.
You're watching the Beautiful Homes Network. Life can be beautiful. Love where you live.
If you're considering selling your home in this high interest rate housing market, which is a little bit slow with the buyers right now, then I've got a strategy for you that can help you sell your home for quite a bit more money. It'll sell quite a bit faster, and it'll also have a huge benefit for the buyer. I'm Blaine Washburn with R&R Realty. I'm Utah's elite seller finance agent. And right now in Utah, there is a huge demand for seller finance homes. These buyers who need these homes are willing to pay significantly more for your home. These transactions can happen super fast, and on top of that, you can walk away with significantly more money in your pocket. I've worked with sellers who have made $100,000 or more on a $500,000 home over a traditional sale. So you can make significant amounts of money with this transaction. And these buyers are fantastic buyers. They have lots of cash that they can put down, and we can mitigate your risks as a seller to make sure you are protected. And there's no landlording or making repairs on the property. And on top of that, if you have a mortgage on the home, that's okay as well. In fact, if you have a low interest rate on the home, that could significantly increase your profits on this transaction. We can use this strategy to help you get your home sold in this high interest rate market with fewer buyers that are out there. On top of that, you're doing a tremendous service to buyers within the community. There are many buyers who their only way to purchase a home is through seller finance. I would not be surprised if they end up giving you hugs and kisses. It truly is a win-win situation for both buyer and seller. To find out how much you could make offering seller finance terms to buyers, visit my website at utahownerfinancedhomes.com, or you can call or text me at 801-787-5866. And I'm happy to give you a free, no pressure proposal for your home specifically. Again, my name is Blaine Washburn with R&R Realty. You can call or text me at 801-787-5866. I look forward to meeting you. Welcome to Seller Financing Utah. I'm Blaine Washburn with R&R Realty. I am Utah's elite seller finance realtor, and I'm here with a couple of my friends who are also in the real estate industry one way or another, and these are all dedicated people to help people purchase a home, especially if you feel like you don't qualify for traditional credit. And I want to introduce you to them. We'll start with Mike. This is Mike Sheehan. Tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Thanks, Blaine. Yes, I am a loan originator, finance manager, senior finance manager with Interland Elevated out of Salt Lake City, and I've been in the industry for almost 30 years.
Thank you. And we also have Alex Grimness. And tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Absolutely. My name is Alex Grimness. I'm the president and co-owner of Premier Credit Consulting. And our job is to assist potential home buyers with getting credit ready so that they can qualify for their home.
Thank you. And the purpose of our show today is we are wanting to let buyers know, we're wanting to help buyers know that if they feel like they don't qualify for a home, we've got 3 different companies, 3 different professionals here that are dedicated to help you get into a home. Alex, he works heavily in credit repair, and Mike, he's on the loan side, making sure that people get through the mortgage side of that. And I have extensive experience with seller finance, and we are here to help buyers to get into that home that they dream of getting into. And these are 2 important key pieces to the seller finance process, and we have other partners and relationships with other businesses that we'll bring in as well. The purpose of our show is to help buyers understand that they can get into a home. We are dedicated. We're a team of professionals that are here and understand the difficulties that buyers are having getting into homes. And we're dedicated to helping them through those difficulties and so that we can get you into that first home. Bad credit is like a millstone. There's a lot of weight involved with that. It's painful to feel like and think that you can't have a place to stay, that to live that you can call your own because of some bad credit that's out there. Or maybe it's not even bad credit. Maybe it's just because you're self-employed. Maybe you've gone through a divorce. Maybe there's been a hospitalization where the bills were excessive and it's just killed your credit. There's a lot of reasons out there that would keep you from being able to get credit. And we are here to relieve you of that millstone and to make your dream happen for you. So I want to start over here with Alex. I want to ask Alex, is it feasible for somebody who's had some really serious things happen in their lives that's damaged their credit? Because Alex is in credit repair. Tell us a little bit about what you've seen, and can these people who have these really serious judgments or whatever they may be, can they get back to where they can buy a home quickly?
Yeah, I think that it is possible, and everybody's situation is unique, right? And so there's really not a magic wand that's just going to make everything go away. But there are processes and there are rules and regulations set out to encourage and help consumers to find healthy credit and then to be able to resolve those credit challenges that are ultimately holding them back from being able to credit qualify. So the simple answer to your question is yes. But there are some steps that we have to go through to try to get these clients and to get you into a position where you can ultimately credit qualify.
And let me explain this seller finance that I'm talking about. We're really asking a seller to create a note for you. We're eliminating banks. We're saying, hey, will you just give us a note and sell us the home without having to worry about going through an underwriter and so forth. That's what seller finance technically is, and there's a lot of sellers out there that are willing to do seller finance. And so it's a matter of connecting those sellers with the buyers, with you, the people that are out there that want to purchase a home. We work as a team to talk that seller, to help them, give them reason to accept you as a buyer for the property.
I remembered the argument. I don't have a story to tell, Dad said. 88 years old and I've done nothing special. I begged, he balked. I bribed, he finally relented. He told me about living through the Depression, the war, the few hearts he'd broken along the way, and how he chased Mom to China to get her to marry him. I found out that he went to jail for a friend. Who does that? And that the hardest times of his life were when Mom lost the twins, the day I wrecked the car, and of course Mom's cancer. He told me the night Mom died, he stared long and hard at a bottle of pills, wanting to, well, but instead he curled up and cried at the foot of my bed. I was 12. I had no idea. I buried Dad today. The flag they placed in my arms at his graveside and the book of his memories are suddenly the most precious things I own.
Your life is a great library of stories. It would be an honor for us at FamilyHeritagePublishers.com to help you preserve them. Learn more at FamilyHeritagePublishers.com.
Ideas to improve your home now. Potential for you to move up. It's all here on the Beautiful Homes Network.